Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Christmas special of my TV show. Anyway, on this particular day, which is, as you may have guessed, December 25, as I'm recording this, it is 9:53 a.m., December 25, 2021, Christmas Day. Basically, I've got some things I want to tell you. About the Thanksgiving special I did last month. Well, basically, I've realized that I've been gorging. More, and that's not good. However, I've really changed my ways as far as dieting goes, and for 3 weeks I've been sick. I couldn't work at one job, which is like a food factory, for 3 weeks. Yeah, I know, it's a long time. And, luckily I returned. This happened from about November 30th to about December... I can't remember right now. But it was obviously before the week around Christmas. So, but it's great to be healthy again. And not only that, I've also changed my diet too. Like I've changed my calorie limit, at least when I'm sedentary, when I am kind of more so. I mean, I stick to around, 1580 calories. Yeah, 1580 calories would be my, I guess the minimum for me to consume every day. And sometimes I may need more. It's obviously, if you burn more calories, then you have to eat more calories. That's what it is. Calories in, calories out. Who wouldn't have figured? So, anyways, with no further ado, let's get down to, my first meal of the day, breakfast. So, let's get right to it. Okay, so here's my Christmas breakfast, if you would like to call it that. Okay, so here's the cereal I'm having. This is the Proto 15 Cinnamon Toasty cereal. It's basically a healthier equivalent to, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, I like it. It just needs, to be sweetened a bit with some stevia packets. Okay, so, anyways, let's take a look at, they give you about 7 bags per box. Okay, so, let's look at the nutrition facts. So, it's 7 servings per container, it's 40 grams per bag, 170 calories per, per bag of cereal. It has 5 grams of fat, 1.5 grams of saturated fat, which isn't too bad when it comes to fat. It has 45 milligrams of cholesterol, 70 milligrams of sodium, 16 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, which is better than no fiber, 15 grams of protein, and it has 180 milligrams of calcium, which is 15% daily value, and iron, 0.7 milligrams, which is 4% daily value, potassium, 50 milligrams, 2% daily value. So, I really like this cereal. I mean, I think it's good, and this is the milk that I've been using. It's Almond Breeze almond milk, unsweetened vanilla. You definitely need to sweeten up your bowl of cereal. Anyway, not just the cereal, but with the milk too. But this is great because, look, this is like, for 1 cup, sorry, my camera's kind of blurry. Come on, focus. Come on. Okay, there we go. Come on, focus. Okay. I know, my camera's having a hard time focusing. Nutrition facts, 4 servings per container, which is 1 cup, 240 milliliters. I added half a cup, as you see there. It's 30 calories, which is amazingly low, with only 2.5 grams of fat, which is low fat, hence low calories, with 1.5 grams of For some reason it says 2.5 grams of total fat, but this says monounsaturated fat 1.5, 0.5 for polyunsaturated. No, like 0 grams of saturated fat. I don't get what's going on there. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, wouldn't that technically be 2? Where's the 0.5? Okay, anyway, moving on. Sodium, 170 milligrams. Carbohydrates, 1. No sugar. Less than 1 gram of fiber. Only 1 gram of protein. And it's 450 milligrams of calcium, 35%. Vitamin E, which is 35%. I mean, you know, that's pretty good. I mean, you get some vitamins and minerals in this, this dairy-free milk. I mean, if you compare the amount of calories to that of, say, like skim milk, which is like about 80 or 90 calories, you say 50 or 60 calories in 1 cup. That's amazing. So, anyways, let's do the taste test, shall we? I'm going to add some stevia, and I'll be right back. Anyway, here I am, going to try out this cereal and tell you what I think of it. Mmm. I like it. But, to be honest, it doesn't taste anywhere as good as Cinnamon Toast Crunch does. But, it's good tasting in its own right. You know, I mean, what's good about the cereal is... It's so delectable. Now imagine if it had, like, less fat, and if it were to have, you know, maybe not too much more protein, but maybe some more fiber, as well as maybe some more protein to make it a bigger bowl of cereal. That would be so awesome. But I'll tell you what you can do at some other time, like to actually, when it comes to eating cereal or whatever, like if you want something that's high volume, but still maintaining where it's a lot of protein as well as without having way too many calories. You can get a bowl of cereal which is around 250 calories plus milk, preferably from a nut, like such as almond milk, which I really like. I dig it. So, that's it for my breakfast. So, I'll come back to you guys later for the next meal I decide to have. But another thing I have to tell you this is also starting, you know, since I've been, about November 30th when I started, not only am I eating 50 calories a day, I'm also going to, be more random. Like, I'm not going to be as systematic anymore. I'm just kind of basically don't make yourself eat food because it's not good, because I'm trying to break from that plateau. Well, I'm trying to reduce some fat, you know, because I've had this fat for a long time, and I'm trying to everything I could to reduce, because it takes weeks or months just to do that, you know, to lose fat, you know, weight. So well, I mean, another thing, yeah, I will make a video someday to teach you some tips of what to do when it comes to losing fat weight. Because we want to lose more like fat, not muscle, okay? Because it's important to have muscle. And consuming plenty of protein helps to preserve muscle, but also helps to keep your belly full. Provided you eat plenty of it. I mean, protein is great for you. I mean, eat as much as you want, up to a point, of course. I mean, it's the most important nutrient for our bodies. And unfortunately, not as much people, not as many people are consuming as much protein as they realize, even though they always get their protein from meats and dairies. But you don't have to obtain protein merely from that. Because for me, I used to eat meat a lot more in my younger days. Not as much now, though. I sort of cut back on meat substantially. Well, when compared to years ago. And, I mean, I like meat, don't get me wrong, but it's just that, well, if I want to reduce, if I want to eat something I'm trying to aim for something that's relatively, plant-based, like grains, some fruits, vegetables, lean meats. It's best to avoid any fatty meats, like they're really, so any ketos out there who are offending me, bad mouthing, me getting butt hurt right now, I'm sorry, but let's face it, so much fat is not very good for your health. Even poly and monounsaturated fat, even like sugar, I mean, they're not bad. I mean, they are good for your health, but it's not going to make you full. Yeah, because that's why protein and fiber are the ones that can serve that job. Those can't. So, if all the ketos out there watching this right now, I know I'm probably going to get hated for this video. So, whatever. For me, bad mouthing, meats. I mean, I'm not outright vegan either. I mean, I'm relatively vegetarian, but I'm not quite there. I don't think I ever will be, but, anyways, that's what I wanted to tell you. I mean, I shouldn't, take up too much time because this cereal is going to get all soggy, and I better not let it continue to happen, so I'll see you guys later. By the way, one thing you may not notice that outside, look at this. It's very, it looks like a very early spring or very late fall. And this is December 25, mind you, that as the time I'm recording this. As part of my cooking show, or my, healthy food, well, I mean, that's largely the topic of, throughout all the episodes of my show, or my YouTube videos, as I've been making lately. Yes, it's as highly unusual that we get weather like this. By the way, this is the field outside my backyard. Okay. And it's snack time, everybody. You're probably wondering, what is this? Well, that's what I'm going to show you. Yeah, these are kind of like these, like, really, like, have a light yellow colored, they're like little chips, if you will. Little biscuits, and this is what it is. It's called, Proto-Diet Crisp, White Cheddar, or White Cheddar Crisps, or whatever. Yeah, there's 7 pouches, as they generally would have that, but it's made by a company called Proto-Diet. Well, Pro Amino is the manufacturer, but Proto-Diet, which is the main brand that's being sold under. This, like the cereal I showed you this morning, I bought them both from, Nutmeg State Nutrition, but you can also buy these from a website called protofoods.com. And the food itself, I mean, not the packaging necessarily, but more like they just kind of, you may have not seen these before, but this is what they sell. I don't remember actually showing you any Proto-Diet products, but I like them personally. Really nice and, fancily, like kind of glamorized photography. Okay. So it contains bars, concentrated drinks, cookies, hot drinks, omelet, oatmeal, soups, pancakes, shakes, puddings, crisp, soy cereal, so they have quite a variety of goods. And this is the part I do not agree with. It says, caution for weight reduction, do not use only as directed with a prescribed diet plan. Do not use a diet supplying less than 400 calories. Are you kidding me? Per day without medical supervision. That's insane. That is extremely unhealthy. I'm sorry, but I do not advocate for someone that's literally under eating, so please don't do that, guys. Another one says 800, but I'm of the opinion that if you eat about 1350 calories a day, then you're safe. It's also safer so you don't lose any muscle too, because it helps to preserve muscle. The more calories you eat, the more likely you're going to preserve muscle. Okay. So anyway, moving on to the nutrition facts. 7 servings per container. It has per 1 pouch, which I just poured into here. I didn't get a chance to show you what the cereal packets look like, but I might show you some other time. But this is what the packets look like. They're both in French and English because this was made in Canada. Yeah, so getting back to nutrition facts. So there are 33 grams per 1 pouch, 7 servings per container, 150 calories. It has 5 grams of fat, which total fat, not too bad. 1 gram saturated fat, that's pretty nice too. 490 milligrams of sodium, which is kind of high, but it's not terrible. 10 grams of total carbs, so it's fairly low carb, you might say. It's 1 gram. 1 gram of total sugar, no added sugars. 50 grams of protein, that's what we love to hear. Okay, so it has 82 milligrams calcium, 113 milligrams potassium, and no vitamin D, no iron. So it's manufactured for Protodiet, which is maybe, I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, Quebec, Canada, Protodiet.com. So anyways, that's what you see of this food product. So no spoon recorded because this is finger food. It'd be just like, just take a few like so. I mean, it's a pretty small, and this is how big it is. I mean, it's pretty small. But because it has 15 grams of protein, it's bound to hopefully fill you up. Okay, so I'm going to give it a shot. And I'm also going to add probably just some plain water for this case. So I'll be right back. So I get to do a taste test. Okay, so I'll be right back. Well, yeah, here I am again. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. at the time of recording this. So 4 o'clock. So I'm just going to take my medicine here. About the usual time I take it, but it varies from day to day. Sometimes it's early as maybe 2:30, or sometimes as late as like probably 8 o'clock, or I don't know. It varies, but on average it's probably around 4 o'clock or so. Anyways, time to do the taste test and tell you what I think of these. I mean, these are good. I like them personally, but, well, I mean, they are, I mean, it is a pretty small snack. You probably won't get very much out of it, you know. Mmm. Hmm. You should know that prior to me filming like outside my window or whatever, I took quite a long nap. It was like about 4 hours. And once I'm done making or eating these as kind of a snack of the day, later I'm going to make a cake. Isn't that great? Because in 2 days it's going to be my birthday, and I'm going to do a birthday special too. Won't that be fun? Because I'm going to be 29 years old. Booyah. So, so I'm going to enjoy my last 2 days of being 28 years old when I transition to my 29th year of life in the next two days, so, or shall I say under 48 hours. Okay, so yeah, that's it for my snack. So I'll see you later for dinner. Bye. And here's a bit of a drink I made, and here are the ingredients that I used to make it with. It's just water mostly. It contains, Crystal Light, blackberry lemonade, country thyme, lemon iced tea, and Mio vitamins B6, 12, and 3, which are original vanilla. So these are all water enhancers, which I really love. They really know how to flavor and sweeten everything. So, let me just have a drink from here. Well, this is a fantastic drink. You know, nothing like the really immoral, like really bad, sorry. I'm not religious, guys. Sorry. I mean, this is just, like, those pictures of Jesus, which I'm very embarrassed about, that's something my dad has to put up, along with these, around the wall, because he's so religious. Which, I'm not really that religious, even though I was raised Catholic by surrender since I was 14, but rightfully gave up my faith at around 14 years old. And I don't miss it one bit. So anyways, ignore that. Well, my reasons for why I believe alcohol is morally wrong, and no, it has nothing to do with those religions, so please ignore those. Yeah. Because that's the thing. Whether or not you're religious, I am of the opinion that I would say it's immoral to drink alcohol, even one little dinky smidge of a drop or whatever, because it's not good for you. I mean, there are a lot of bad things it does for your body and for your mind. It makes you do like really bad things. I mean, it's not like alcohol. You know, like back in the 1920s and early 1930s, you know, there was a Prohibition Act, and even though there are already people who've been bootlegging, stuff like that, I know I'm talking about this, but alcohol is bad. Alcohol is alcohol, and it's wrong. So please don't drink any alcohol. It's not good. It's wrong. It is, like, very wrong. Not merely the act of, you know, just simply drinking it, but what it does to your body and to your brain. You know, you have to think about why it has became rightfully a taboo in the first place. Anyways, I know I'm getting off topic. So, yeah, I hate alcohol. It's bad. I mean, I don't mind, like, simply looking at it, you know, in terms of, but I would never want to have a single sip of it. I've been like this even since I was, like, 13 or 14, or even younger than that, or when I was, like, 10 or something like that, learning that alcohol is bad stuff. But anyways, the point I'm trying to get at, despite everything, is, yeah, this is a good drink. So, anyways, I got a cake in the oven, which is about to come out, or I have to take it out because the timer's got to go off. So I better take care of that. So I'll be seeing you later for dinner. Yeah, one thing I wanted to show you guys, so these are the foods I'm going to be having for dinner, or at least these two. This I will be having for dessert. I'll show you in just a second. Well, okay, so here I have, it's called the Healthwise Garlic Mashed Potatoes, which is basically, it comes in a packet like that. You just kind of put it, add water, you microwave it, and I'll show you what it looks like. The same goes with the soup, as you'll see later on. And these are what the cookies look like. They're individually wrapped from these cookies that you see there. So anyways, so the garlic mashed potatoes, there's also sour cream and chives available, that flavor. But I just selected this one because I think it'd be pretty nice. Nutrition facts. It's about 30 grams per container. There's 7 servings per container. I mean, 30 grams per package. Did I say per container? Okay. Calories. 110. Yeah, 110 calories. This is really low in fat. 0.5 grams. It has 360 milligrams. It has 16 grams of 3 grams of fiber, 11 grams of protein, less than 1 gram total sugar, no added sugars. It has, wow, it's pretty rich in vitamin D and iron too. It's like 3 millicentigrams, or I don't know, of vitamin D, and 4 milligrams of iron. Calcium is 8% daily value, and 7% daily value of potassium. So there's a quarter, or 25% iron and vitamin D in each serving, which is awesome. So that's great to know because you're getting your vitamin D. And then here's the broccoli cheddar, which is just basically like, it has like some some cheddar cheese in it, like cheddar and Parmesan to be exact, even though it says cheddar. But okay, so there's 26 grams per packet. Each packet is 90 calories. There's 7 servings per container, which is generally how it goes. 2 grams of fat, which sounds reasonable. 1 gram of saturated fat, which is nice too, because it's good to have just a tiny bit of fat in soup, because it kind of helps, and when you heat it up, it adds that texture, as well as, it helps to give our bodies warmth, basically, is what's important to have fat. Okay, so 570 milligrams of sodium, which is kind of high, but soup is bound to be salty. So 15 milligrams of cholesterol, which is, it's not really that high. I mean, that's pretty low, which is good. We don't want too much cholesterol because that's really bad, but that's really tinky, so you should be fine. Now it says 2 grams of fiber, 2 grams of total sugars, 15 grams of protein. That's 15% daily value of calcium, which is 194 milligrams of calcium. And 200 milligrams of potassium, which is 4%. So that's it for those. These will serve as like dinner sides. The main dinner that I will be having is this. This is what I'm baking in the oven right now, as you can see. Yeah, I got 19 minutes left to go before because I'm baking in the oven for 35 minutes. As you can do it that way, or you can use the microwave oven. But I think using the oven would give it a nice, crisp, kind of a very homey feel to it. So anyway, from Stouffer's, or I don't know how you pronounce it. Quite foreign. Okay, roast turkey. Tender white meat, turkey, and stuffing in a home-style gravy with russet mashed potatoes. But I'll be having some extra turkey plus because I got turkey I have to use up anyways. Or I could make the switch to ham if I like. I haven't decided. Well, I think it's probably best to play it safe and use the rest of the turkey. I'm very close to finishing up anyways, so as much as I like having ham on Christmas, turkey's good to have, or roast beef, or even on Thanksgiving, like I did last month. So if you see turkey, don't be too surprised. Okay. So anyways, let's get to the back of the... Oh, sorry about that. It said you can microwave it in the oven for 5 minutes or for 35 minutes in the oven. So you would add half an hour more, like 30 minutes. Okay. So there's one serving per container. Each package is 272 grams. It's 280 calories. It's 10 grams of fat, which is a good amount, I think. 4 grams saturated fat, which is, I mean, it's not like terribly high. Cholesterol is 55 milligrams. Sodium is 707 milligrams. That's even more than these sides. Well, I mean, we shouldn't be too worried about sodium. I mean, salts. I mean, it's good to have some salt in our bodies, So, total carbohydrates, 29 grams. 2 grams of dietary fiber, 3 grams. So, less than 1 gram added sugars, and most importantly, 18 grams of protein. It has 550 milligrams of potassium, 1.1 milligrams of iron, and 60 milligrams of calcium. And then there's vitamin D, which is 0.1 millicentigrams, or I don't know how you pronounce it, which is barely anything at all. I mean, that's like nothing. It's so little. Anyway. Wait. Gotta toss that aside. Now we get on to the last thing I'm going to review. It's the ProtoFit, or at least in terms of doing an overview, I should say. I'd say ProtoFit chocolate sandwich cookies, which are basically like Oreo cookies. It's kind of a healthier version of it. So anyway, nutrition facts: 29 grams for 2 cookies, so it's about 14.5 or 14 grams or 50, give or take, per cookie. It's 130 calories per cookie, which is about 65 calories per cookie. But for 2 cookies are in the serving, even though 3 would be pretty reasonable if you ask me. But anyway, 7 grams of fat, 4 grams of saturated fat. I mean, the amount of fat's good, I think. 5 milligrams of cholesterol, which is pretty low, like very low cholesterol. 140 milligrams, that's much lower than these side dishes, and even the main dish that I made, like the roast turkey, which is kind of like having Thanksgiving all over again. Isn't it great? Okay, 8 grams of total carbohydrates is 4 grams of dietary fiber, which is good. 2 grams of sugar alcohol. I really don't know very much about sugar alcohol. I should look more into it at some point. But anyway, total carbs, 8 grams. So it's 4 grams of fiber, no sugar. So you get about 4 net carbs, which is awesome. Okay, so 12 grams of protein, which is good. And that's pretty much it for those 3 items. So yeah, I'll be seeing you later for dinner. I know I've been saying that about 3 times now, but the reason I'm saying that is because I'm trying to yeah. This is lemon iced tea. I had a little bit of what you would call it, imitation rum extract, which has, because that's the thing, it's very, 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 very little, oh, sorry, I dropped something, very little alcohol, so that should be more, I feel. Sorry, I just dropped some xanthan gum on the floor, which I used to make protein fluff with. Oh, don't tell me I dropped some. Here it is. And I'll be eating that later. Okay. Putting that in. Or maybe I don't need very much, because since I'll be using casein to make protein fluff, it'll be an eggnog flavored protein. That's what I want to show you just a moment too. These flavors that you see, these are from a company called Nature's Flavors. I bought these, off the internet about, I think it was like, it has to have been like 2 months ago. It was in October. So, I'm just gonna do an overview. So, natural eggnog flavor powder. This is what I'll add to the, eggnog, or to the protein powder, or protein fluff. I'm gonna make eggnog flavored. So it's like 1 teaspoon. There's no protein or fat. It's just carbs. It's just 4 grams of sugar, which is the entire carbs. And it's 15 calories. 1 teaspoon. It's basically like sugar. It's made with dextrose and natural flavors. So I'm just gonna give it a nice smell. Just gonna put the camera on top of these boxes temporarily. If you can see. I mean, it doesn't smell as good up close, but yeah, I think, when you smell it up close, it doesn't smell as good, but other flavors I have in storage I will show you. Again, the same nutrition facts, basically, which is 4 grams of sugar, blah, blah, blah. So we got marshmallow, birthday cake, because my birthday's coming up. Also got banana cream, and last but not least, raspberry cream. So these are all the flavors I have, and I'm going to use this one this evening for my protein fluff as the last food and be my dessert, at the end of the whole Christmas day. I mean, of course, I can have eggnog at any time I want now, fortunately, so I don't have to, and it's a healthier choice if you ask me, because eggnog is ridiculously high in calories and doesn't have very much protein. It's so high in sugar and fat, so definitely not your best option. So I got about 10 more minutes before the turkey dinner or whatever is all done. Then later I'll get right back to the genuine dinner, I promise you. So just, be patient. Because I know some great surprises take a good amount of time. So I'll be right back. And finally, it's dinner time. Or shall I say Christmas dinner time. Here we are. Here are all the foods that you see. Take a look at that. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Definitely my choice of food. Anyway, one thing I was just gonna show you, okay, so here's the soup, the broccoli cheddar soup earlier, mashed potatoes over there. This is like the Crystal Light blackberry lemonade made with water and ice. You know, homemade cranberry sauce. What I did, this is sugar free, so this drastically reduced the amount of calories from about, I guess it's like, well, it's hard to say because this is 96 grams that you see right here. So that's like around like 32 calories. I mean, I got this, or I made this recipe based on it was from a website, a recipe from a website called Wholesome Yum, which is a keto website, even though I don't like keto very much, but this is one of them. Those recipes I think they've got right because it's carb, or very low carb, you know, because cranberries are not exactly very sweet. But I sweetened it with this stuff, Apriva, which is a sweetener which I really like. I mean, this is cheap stuff. I mean, this is, you know, it's really lightweight too. You know, 0 calories, so that saves you a lot, and it's great. So you can have it in massive quantities if you like. I've got plenty in the fridge. Anyway, moving on. Here's the dinner I told you about earlier, which is Stauffer's. I did reheat this tray a bit, even though I'm not supposed to. It says do not reheat tray, but forget it. I don't think it's really gonna hurt me that well. I hope not, anyway. And here are like some little breadcrumbs I made from this this bread I like to use for making sandwiches with. It's this healthier white bread, I think. I know what people are gonna say. Don't eat that. White bread is so bad for you. Well, it's not so. Like, it's, you know, not all white bread is created equal in terms of because some, I mean, there's always going to be some variation in terms of nutritional content. Some might have more fiber, some might have more, like, less fiber, more protein, whatever. But anyway, I also have some bits of ham in here matching my pink skin color, sort of. And I got some turkey, which is kind of more like light yellow, which is nice. And with the salad, which is like lettuce and spinach. So, you know, I got plenty as far as a nice big salad. I mean, that should be pretty healthy. I'm sure you'd be of the opinion, like, you'd be like, that constitutes great nutrition, Jacob. Yeah, getting your vitamins and minerals. And plus, you know, as you should know, that vegetables, more than any other food group, has the least amount of calories. So basically, as far as calories go, you can basically have as many, like, especially leaf vegetable or any kind of vegetables as you like, so to speak. So anyways, that's that. Another thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add a bit of dressing by combining some cranberry sauce and some of this thicker, like, soup. I added like 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cups of water to it. So that'll be it. And I'll add some salt and pepper to all this too. So please don't judge me. It's Christmas, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna get to the taste test in just a moment. Okay, now it's time for the wonderful taste test. So first, this salad here. It's a big dish. Mmm. It's a great job that soup can serve. It can actually serve the purpose of, like, the job function, you know, of like a salad dressing. Same with cranberry sauce. And I save a lot of calories doing that. Sure, I do use up some of this. That's the kind of the double-edged sword, but it's still fantastic. I think a very clever way to add the dressing without going overboard on your calories. You literally are saving calories. You know, calories saved or calories burned. It's a great way to put it. And I'd say this is a good salad. Mmm. Now it's time to try out the soup. I really do like this soup. It's nice. Yeah, what's good about it is that it has a nice like the color of it's nice and yellow. Orange yellow. Yeah. And then I got like the cranberry sauce homemade, which I love. The thing was, I was just to put it bluntly, I used up the rest of the cranberries I had left over. And it's a ridiculously easy recipe to make. You just put it into a like a saucepan. Fill 3/4 cups of water, provided the amount is like say about 10 ounces, which is about roughly 300 milliliters, or about, well, mind you, it'd be about in grams, so it's probably like about 288 or something like that. You combine it with some stevia, and if you like, I mean, I always like adding some vanilla extract to it. It gives a nice kick to it, gives a nice flavor. And then you let it boil, and that's pretty much how you make it. It's insanely easy. It does take a bit of time, of course. You just kind of boil it, and then you kind of turn down the heat, let it simmer, and you're like, cool. And you put it in the fridge, or to let it cool, because I really love it when it's cold. That's just me. I know some people like it hot, but to each his own. Anyways, here is the mashed potatoes. Specifically made by Healthwise, which is substantially more protein than that of I was still trying to be lower calorie, because regular potatoes that I get are, I think it's like 170 grams or 170 calories, so I save, this is 110, so I save about 60. Now for soup. Yeah. Sorry, this got stuck. And these are the mashed potatoes. Tastes wonderful. Nice and fluffy. For the turkey itself, with the stuffing, with some breadcrumbs. Yeah. It's pretty good for a Christmas dinner, I think. I need to think of something, because I have my birthday coming up in 2 days, and then it'll be New Year's Day, and I'll be doing a New Year's Day special as well. It'll just celebrate 2022, which I think will be great. So, so stay tuned, and I'll get to that whenever I do. So that's it for the taste test. I like all these foods, some more so than others. I mean, when comparing the potatoes here and the potatoes here, they're not really equal in terms of texture. Let me show you. Because notice that this is a little bit more of a yellow and this is a lighter yellow. Not only that, they differ in taste and texture. This is a little bit more soupy. Mmm. Good though. And this is a bit more mushy. I mean, I like this one personally better, but... Oh, sorry, that's just my messenger going off. Just my friends on Facebook that are just sending me messages. So, I'll be back later for some delectable desserts. So, stay tuned. It's dessert time, part 1. Okay, so here I have is, I'm sure you've seen these before, the Belt Bar Puffs. And this is the banana cream pie marshmallow flavored. It's bound to be delicious. 17 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar, 130 calories. So you can technically have 2 of these if you like, which are like 260. You also get, let's see, it's hard for me to read here. There's no fiber in this one. It has 2 grams of fat, 12 grams of carbohydrates. Can't read that part. I mean, it has some vitamins and minerals, but you'll have to look it up for yourself off of the internet. These are the cookies I've shown you, which are kind of like Oreos. So I'm going to try both of these and tell you what my opinion is. Here we are. Let's try it. The chocolate and sweet alright, but they're not quite the same, you know, texture and in the mouth specifically. Like when you buy it, I mean it's crunchy. You see the white cream in it. Now, these chocolate sandwich cookies, which are basically what, you know, we associate with Oreos, which is a brand, you know, trademark name. I mean, they're not quite the same as that of Oreos, so let's face it. Anyway, now to the banana cream pie marshmallow flavored Belt Bar Pop. With chocolate, of course. Mmm. Quite a good bar. You know, for these two I've shown you, it'd be 12 grams of protein. This is like 17 grams of protein. So that would equal like 39 grams of protein total. But that's not right. Right, 17. No, it's 29 grams of protein for the entire thing. Lock, stock, and barrel. So, that's it for the taste test. I hope you find this helpful. So, later we'll get to parts 2 and 3, which are like a cake I made, an eggnog flavored cake, and some eggnog flavored protein fluff. So I'll be right back with you. See ya. It's dessert time, part 2. Cake. It's like an eggnog cake. It's kind of patriotic with the red, white, and blue sprinkles, huh? And some whipped cream around it. I really like this cake. This was inspired by this one Danish woman on YouTube. If you've heard of her, name is Pernilla Stryker, and she hold on, I just gotta get a fork because I'm gonna do a nice taste test for this. Yeah, and basically she did this. she made the recipe, but I basically took it and kind of made some changes. I add some eggnog flavoring into the mix. I modify it slightly. I add some almond milk. I use less egg whites, I should say. Pretty good recipe, I'd say. So I would say that we get down to doing the taste test. So I'll be right there. Anyway, so here we go. Take a look at that. Very good cake. Of course, it's not going to be anywhere like the store-bought junk that you get from the grocery store. I don't know, it doesn't taste as good, but it's also not as healthy either. I'm sure we'd be of the opinion that's really horrible nutrition. I was about to use bad language, but I know that it's best not to, because I'm trying to keep this show clean, trying to make it, you know, good for general audiences, including make it more, you know, family-friendly, kid-friendly, child-friendly, just something that would be safe. Because now parents would be okay with their kids watching. This is really meant for the general audience. You could say the show I'm making is like rated TVG. TVG. Yep. Rated TVG. Yeah. Anyway. This is a really good cake though. The cake is about under 200 calories, about 190 give or take, with 21 grams of protein. Pretty good. It's like something you basically would like to make every day. I mean, not every day, but you know, within reason. And I should keep this up because I'm going to make this is kind of like my official birthday cake. When it comes to that time, so I'll get to that, of course, in the next 2 days when I film another episode, which would be, it won't be like a regular episode. It would be like, you know, like a special, just like the one you're watching now, you know, the Christmas special. That will be my birthday, like 29th birthday special. But it will be the first birthday special you'll be seeing in the series. As of the second season as you're watching this, and then we'll get to the third season probably by, I don't know, it's hard to say, maybe next spring, I don't know. I'll have to figure it all out. So, I'll get right back to you. So, see you later. It's dessert time, part 3 for Christmas. Here's the eggnog protein fluff. This is how big it is. It's pretty big. And it took me a while just to make this because I had to add a little bit extra ingredients. It got a little bit of a sloppy mess here. These are like the little, this is what I used to make with the hand mixer dating from 1987. It's 35 years old, almost. It's hard to believe. Because from 1987, my parents bought it on their wedding. And yeah, that's how old it is. Though it is an oldie, it still works like a charm. So, I add a little bit of garlic. This is made with casein protein and some of this apriva, I don't know how it's pronounced. Some xanthan gum, didn't use as much. Cream of tartar, that's an empty one there. Some almond milk, some pasteurized egg whites, just to make it more like egg. And I used a little bit of the rum extract here to give that more of the taste. And those are all the ingredients. Oh yeah, and I add some crushed ice too to make it more like an ice cream kind of. So anyways, let's get right to the taste test and see how I think of it. I hope that it's good. And oh yeah, one more ingredient I forgot, it's just crucial. I added this eggnog flavor powder that I was showing you earlier. And the casein. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. The Nestle casein unflavored. And there you go. So let's get right down to the taste test, shall we? Anyway, let's try it out, shall we? This actually isn't as bad as I thought it would be. It doesn't taste as good as I thought it would, but it's good, but it's far from like the best I've ever tasted in my life. I guess I have to practice a bit more. Get plenty of protein out of this stuff, and it's pretty low calorie. I think it's like about, well, since I add a little bit extra calorie, it's probably like around, it's hard to say. Probably about 140, I don't know. Anyways, that's it for the Christmas dessert, and just give me a few moments for me to finish this up before I say my goodbyes for, you know, this special. Until the next two specials, which are my upcoming, which are my 29th birthday, my birthday special, and the New Year's special for 2022. Yay! Okay. So, I'll be back in a little while. Okay, so see ya. Well, that's it for this Christmas special. I hope you enjoyed watching it. It was a lot of fun, you know, for this holiday, because Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, next to Easter and Halloween, and of course, a birthday. Who wouldn't have figured, right? Anyway, so yeah, this concludes this special, and if you want to call it an episode, until the next time when we have my birthday and then New Year's, you know, until then, I wish all of you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I wish you a happy 2022. Bye everyone. See you the next time.